Hello and welcome in, everybody. I hope you had a fantastic weekend and you're doing good. This is going to be, oops, this is a daily for the next 24 to 36 hours worth of energy from when you watch, not from when it's uploaded, things you might hear, see, or experience over the next day or two. And it might be kind of loud in here. I've got fans going. Cards keep wanting to come out because it is hot. It's super hot. Okay. All right. So I guess we can get started. Angels and guides. Those are the highest. Goodness. Highest good please. All right. What do you have? Coming in, please. Ooh. All right, we have Fat the Footer, Iris of the Rainbow, Soulless with the Gloomy Doom. Piper. Oh, the Piper, you don't say. Okay. So it feels like we have a person over here who's just being grounded, who is just hoping for the future, just, I'm hearing easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. All right, so someone's just, I don't know, going with the flow, but then you have Soulless, which is masculine energy. It feels a little down. It's like almost not knowing what to do, but then there's the loyalty here and gracefully accepting change. I'm oddly getting this vibe of a masculine. Oh, my cards are sticky. It's really humid in here. So my cards are a little sticky. I don't know how, but that happens with my cards. So back what I was saying, I'm getting this vibe that there is a masculine who they're like just kind of going. I'm getting like going with the weather or going with something, and I don't know if it's something that they hear with it being music or the Piper here. I don't know, melody or something, but I am catching a vibe that they hear something, and it puts them in this place. What is going on here with this masculine? They're at a crossroads. At the Yes card. It's a pattern. This person has a pattern. This masculine person here, it's like they do have a pattern. But it feels, wow, I told you it was a masculine. That was flipped over in my deck and I didn't realize it. I don't even know if you know that this is going on because the feminine, it feels like the feminine. Hey, soulmate path, welcome in. The feminine in this situation during this time frame, the feminine, she's just grounded. I'm noticing the legs in both these cards and how they're like sitting or crossed. So you might sit like that, but it's something like flowing or, something like that. But I don't think that you're even aware of this happening with this masculine because you're like over here hoping for the future. You're being grounded. I keep hearing that back to life, back to reality. You're just team project supported, being heard. You're vibing by yourself, even though this is a round table. If you are talking to people, it's like on the internet. So like on your social media, you might be, doing something like that. But whatever it is that you do, you're doing something on your own. You could be healing, looking at like healing videos, something like that is what the feminine is doing during this time frame. And this masculine during this time, it's like he's going through this. It just feels like this masculine somehow, one way or another, hear something, like a song lyric or something, and it brings them to this, what? I can just feel it. Where it's like, oh my gosh, and then something about loyalty. Like, that one's loyal. That one's always been loyal. That's like, I almost want to say something like, I don't know, corny or weird. Yeah, he's going through the emotions. The house. Breaking free. The dolphins. And now he's in his head about it. I have no idea what's going on with this masculine. You've got the sun card here with the justice and the lovers. This person is like sitting there thinking about like opportunity that there could be here with this one. It might be that you're just putting out this big old vibe because you are just vibing. You're not doing anything. You're not bothering anybody. You're not doing anything. You're literally probably sitting by yourself. And somehow I'm looking for a tarot deck. Somehow, one way or another, this masculine just catches it. And it could just be the energy. The energy's pushed out. And you got the Empress there. What is going on here? Tell me more. Oh, goodness. King of Cups. King of Cups. Nine of Swords. Five of Swords. They might have done something. This masculine is definitely in their emotions and in their head about some sort of Five of Swords thing they did. Page of Pentacles. They want to apologize to you. The Queen of Cups. Wow. And reciprocate. This masculine here is trying to figure out how to reciprocate. Now. It feels like now. And it feels like what led them to do that is the factor of this, I don't know, they're in their head about you. Three of Pentacles. Work it out. It's because you are an Empress. You have been for a long time. And it's almost like I just heard that I'm so pretty and I don't know the other words to that. It's like I'm so pretty, but it's kind of like it's not in an arrogant way. It feels like your energy, strength, and the Hierophant. Oh, okay. The feminine in this is you're a very strong believer. And there might be something about tradition with you or something like that. But there's some strength. And that flipped out. These cards are so slippery. Oh, King of Wands. Two of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Six of Cups. You and this person have like some sort of soul connection in a sense. I don't know what that is. But I want to say something like all signs are pointing to you, or this masculine's actions. He's upset about his actions. Wow. Thunderstorm. Oh, wow. And now he wants to, that's what I mean by the apology, repairing it. This masculine feels like they are looking at something. Okay, so if you can get what I'm saying here, it almost feels like this masculine did something to cause something, whether that's to fight with you or to create something that was imbalance of some sort. They might have overthrown something, overthrown an argument, anything like that. But it's like something escalated. It comes with the Black Widow. It comes with all this stuff, which the Black Widow talks about toxic and, all those words. But it was an energy shift. And then they, and it comes with, having to go within and look at themselves. And now they want to repair something, because it does feel like that. It feels like something happened where this masculine now is looking back at what they did somehow, and they're feeling bad about it. So, I mean, it feels simple. Like somebody now is looking at their actions and what they did. Okay, so what do they want to do about it? King of Fire. They want to wear their heart on their sleeve, something. They've got regret. They Tower. They want to message you. They're gonna send you a message. And reciprocations at the bottom of the deck, and then you've got the Eight of Wands. This feels like texting. Looks and feels like texting. It just feels like, I feel bad that I did that. It could be, I don't know. That stuff happens. And again, this is just daily tarot. So it doesn't have to be something super big. But then you've got, moving forward, Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. And tempting. Oh. I don't know. It does feel tempting. You might not really, I don't know how you're going to receive this. But I did see the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So you might be kind of stuck on what it was that happened. But then you've got the Four of Swords, temptation, or temperance. Why am I not getting these cards right? Four of Swords, transformation, and the Magician. It's like you want this to heal. You want this to move forward. You want it to be okay. Okay, so it feels like this during this time frame, and then you get the Fool. And yeah, maybe we can work it out. Yeah, it feels like it's, I think if they genuinely are sorry, this isn't a big, huge fight. Or it doesn't feel like it's something big and dramatic. It just feels like, I don't know, a masculine, they were mean. Or they said something that they shouldn't have said. And the point being is that now they want to come back and fix it. And it feels like because they got in their head because of a song. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be sitting and thinking about it. So whatever had taken place, it feels like recent. Like maybe they said something through a text or something and they kind of came off stern. I don't know. It feels like something like that, but they're feeling bad about it. All right. Moving on to the next time frame here. Okay. What do we have coming in next? Hey, your Empress, welcome in. Okay, next time frame. What do we have? Love. Love is in the air. Healing. Wow. Loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. This isn't loyalty. This is Albie the Retriever from the Office of Unclaimed Properties in the fairy deck. But I always see this card as loyal. Okay. So somebody is, during this time, they are just, the color blue looks very significant. Yeah, the color blue is significant here. It's like a vision. You might see something that it catches your eye. But somebody is definitely just, then there's a text. It's always a text. Hey, Jean, welcome in. It's like out of nowhere. Then somebody's just laughing and giggling. I'm getting that, just blindsided, laughing and giggling. So it's kind of like somebody's just trying, I wouldn't say hard, but somebody is just like in this place of sending out loving energy. Just loving on yourself, something like that. And I do see this, and somebody's just trying to be here. They're not trying to be there, or, it just feels like somebody is trying to, move forward. And then it's almost like, because I do see that here where it's kind of like, and I'll clarify, but it looks here. I don't know if my cards are focusing yet. Yeah. But here it looks like a message comes in or something. She looks down at her hand and is like, I want to say something like, that's interesting. What is this? What's happening? And it does feel like out of just nowhere. Something you might have, it's not over. Yeah, exactly. Something you thought that was over isn't. It's coming back around. I heard it through the grapevine. False start. What? You might have gotten discouraged because something was supposed to, like, I don't know. It feels like something that you thought was done with, it's coming back. It feels like because of this, there was like some sort of gossip or news, and it put somebody on a crossroads. Poor timing. They needed more information. Devil. Red flag. Wow. Vulnerability. Communication. I told you it was going to be unexpected communication. Okay, what is the point? It's a tower. And the doorbell. Somebody randomly shows up at your door. You got the feminine here. See, it's because you're being positive and like loving and just your energy is attracting. I want to say that like maybe it's like a whole day, like your energy, the vibe you're putting out is very attractive. This is different time frame. Doesn't have to be the same thing, but whatever it is that you're like submitting or putting out into the air, I don't know what is going on here. What's happening here? Because it does feel like somebody shows up at somebody's door. What is this? Tell me more about this. And it does feel like you're like caught by surprise, like blindsided with this card here. What is this? Tell me about this situation. The past comes knocking. Tower again. What? You got the Four of Wands with the Six of Cups. The past shows up to your door. It's like my whole point. And it creates a tower. Somebody might look through the, like if you have a peephole, you might look through the peephole and I don't know. I don't like that tower card. But it's giving me like the vibe of looking through a peephole. And it might look, I don't know, you might not clearly, this might happen over at night. It's an Emperor. Yeah, this might happen at night. The Empress, you might be laying down and tired. It's the Emperor and Empress. Oh, jeez. Like somebody might just be totally sitting in a chair like, look, I don't want to get up. Something like that. It's been a long day. It's been a long without you, my friend. But he's showing up with a shield. I don't know what this is. It's not funny, but it is. Oh, he's coming down on his knee. Five of Wands. Ace of Swords. It's like, oh my goodness. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Six of Pentacles with the Death card. And strong healing. Oh my goodness. It's all right here. all is fitting to this whole thing. I think the important part of it is that somebody shows up. If they have a dog, they bring their dog with them. Something like that. Hey, Bailey. But they're coming with their sword down. I don't want to say it's a, what is this? Forward movement. They're on a direct route. There's a focal point here. No, that's not. The guide. It feels like if there was another person involved, they put, oh, that was this back here. Remember, okay. For a minute I was getting lost. Like this, I don't want this to be like a, I'm not trying to say it's like third party or anything like that. But it does feel like somebody else, that feels relevant, but I got to put that to the side for a second. It feels like somebody else, an outside influence, I don't know who it is. Could be a friend, family, anything like that. They said something or did something and created this windy, it's like a roundabout, but it's not the roundabout card. It's almost like if you go and ask somebody for directions or something like that, and then they tell you the long way on how to get there. This feels like somebody else's influence put this masculine on a detour. And then, okay. And then you've got this man where when I first seen these cards, because I was like, no, that does belong. I got that this does belong. It feels like for whatever reason, it feels like the masculine might say something like I was trying to protect, whether it's themselves or it does feel like I was trying to protect myself. Quite honestly. Resolve. Or they needed to resolve something. So it feels like they show up to tell you that. And they've been, I don't know. Can you believe this person when they show up? Oops. Should you believe this person when they show up? The devil. How about that? They had to go and end something. So whatever it is, it feels like in a way it's kind of not that. They had to end something. I just seen the Ten of Swords with an ending. Doesn't feel like. When this person does come back and talk to you, they're telling you the truth about something with, like something in the past. They want to clear something up. They want to tell you something about whatever it was that went on or happened or whatever. And it feels like they're telling the truth. And then you get the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords fell on the floor. It feels like, and then they had to take a break because they needed to heal something. Okay, so basically in this time frame, the past shows up, knocking on your door. So, I mean, it's up to you on whether or not you want to answer. I know personally, if I'm feeling like this, I'm not answering the door. I'm taking my butt to bed. Because it's been a long day. No, that's not how that song went. It's been a long time without you, my friend. I think that's what I said. I don't remember. Okay. Okay, well then I guess the Tower happens when somebody knocks. Which, I mean, that could be even, it doesn't have to be like literally knocking and coming to your house. It could be like they just show up in your phone. Because this is just tarot. Okay. Overnight. This would probably be like overnight in the morning, something like that. All right. Overnight in the morning. What do we need to know, please? That's weird. What? To me, right away, this kind of feels like, I mean, because you got the oak man, it's just a tree. And then you've got this character here. It looks like somebody's looking behind a tree. It does. It looks like somebody's like trying to look around the tree here. No. What is this? Okay, then you got friends. And you got the green woman. You might not be bothered by this. I don't even know if you know that this is going on. What is this? Because this is like the bodacious bodak. That's somebody who's like meddling. That's like an energy of. It's seriously, to me, it feels like somebody. This could be. It doesn't have to. I mean, because this could be a character here, the Oak Man, with the green woman, and somebody's like right behind them, something like that. But when this first came out, it did feel like somebody was lurking or something behind a tree. What is this? Rediscovery of you. I'm forever yours, faithfully. What am I talking about? I'm hearing that song from Journey so loud in my head, but it's just that part to rediscover you. I get the joys of rediscovering you. So if this is overnight, the card was mixed in. Whatever this has been developing for a long time, because the oak man, it's a tree. So trees are kind of sturdy and stable. Yeah. See, and then you get the magnifying glass. It might quite literally be that somebody is enjoying getting to know you again, or talking, or something like that. I specifically heard the words rediscover. And then the song came. So, what's going on with the meddling? I don't think I like that. Or this person's been watching you for a while, and they've been wanting to. The journey. You're on a spiritual journey with this person. Buried memories and restoring harmony. And somebody is containing emotion here. And then I see the Celtic cross. It feels sweet. Rediscover you. Oh, I'm forever yours. This was a situation, relationship, whatever it was. There's strong emotions here. Whatever happened in this, it feels like it was open-ended. And something is like, there's an opportunity that comes. Somebody might have a dark vehicle. Or why would I say dark? That's a white vehicle. And their intention, they might... the house and communicate. Somebody might ask if they can come over. And it's like if they do, they're showing up. They might bring flowers or something, but it feels like the intent, what they're trying to do is make a statement of intent. Wow, they want to take the lead. And the light bulb. Let me pull down the light bulb. They realize something. The obstacle, they want to have a fresh start. Okay, so it feels like I'm going to just keep saying that over and over and over again. There's a deeper meaning to this whole thing. I feel stumped because I don't think that you really believe like what is actually going on. Okay, let's back up just a little bit here. What am I actually talking about? It's like support shows up. Okay, so there's the clarity. There's this. Let me assess the situation. Seeing clearly. The Wheel of Fortune. Cake. What? Somebody might have tried to cut a cord here, but then you've got the positive. Okay, I see. And then you've got the okay. Somebody might have tried to forget or move on. Yeah, and we got this pearl here. They can't forget about you. They stay, okay, so this feels like a situation where like somebody goes down memory lane or something like that. I mean, with the Celtic knot here, I mean, that does talk about like strong, big love. It does. And it feels like somebody could be writing something down when a call comes through or a text comes through. You have two communication cards here. You could be talking to your friends, anything like that. But then something happens where it's kind of like somebody is looking back at the good old days, the positive things that were going on between this masculine and this feminine. So it could be you and your person. What is this? 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Somebody was going to try and block this off. But it feels like, almost like somebody was going to do something on their own and didn't have to. Wheel of Fortune. Again. But see, I'm noticing over here too, you've got the Friends card over here. So it could be that somebody was going to try and do something completely on their own. There was like some sort of emotional force here or something. And the friend shows up. It does kind of feel like that, where it's kind of like if somebody's going through a breakup and it's like, in comes the friend. Like, no. But then there's some sort of emotional fulfillment that comes with this. Okay. Who shows up? Eight and 9 Pentacles, or yeah, 8 and 9. Somebody was probably trying to work on being strong, independent, and I can do this on my own type of thing. I'm super strong. I got it. I can do this. And what happens? It feels like somebody shows up like, I'm here, 6 of Cups. And Justice, there's a soul contract that's not done. Why would I say that? If you are single and have been single and have been working on yourself, your soul contract shows up. Like you've been working on yourself for a long time. You've got this strength within you. And your soul contract shows up. Six of Cups, Justice. It's a contract there. Queen of Swords. And you might meet it at the door like, what do you want? And they're just sitting there nervous holding their cup. Like, I need to give you this. Or something. I don't know what this is. It's silly. Well, I'm saying it's silly, but it just doesn't. Because there is healing, and you might have been healing with friends, and it's King of Swords. And Six of Pentacles. Somebody's coming to show up and reciprocate with you. And it feels like you are going to be in the talking stages. This Emperor. It took this Emperor a while to heal. And now they have. Hold on, you're going to be moving forward with this person. It doesn't feel like it's a person from the past. Hello, welcome in. I can't read all of that, but welcome in. It feels like enters your soul contract. It feels like that's as much as I can say. And this person, magnet, this person was drawn to you. You guys were supposed to come together. The Lovers and the Strategy. So because, okay, I get it too. Because you've healed, you've put in the work, you've done all of that. Because it feels like somebody has blocked off relationships. They stayed single to do what they needed to do. And because you did that work and the masculine took charge of his own healing, could be a different masculine. Does not have to be, it's not somebody from the past. It calls in or brings in this person. It sets something, wow, exactly. It sets something in motion. And then you've got the stepping stones. Wheel of Fortune. Crossroads. But it does feel like you might, because you've been doing it on your own. Yeah, see the Hermit. Okay, so you guys, it feels like when this person shows up, which makes sense, you know, be on guard, I guess, you know, a little bit. Because you've done the healing, you've done all of that awareness thing, and you're not going to just give in. But it feels like it feels like, listen. It does. It feels like it's okay, but listen. Because, see, this is the person you've been asking for. As far as, like, what it is that you're looking for. As far as what it is that you want. The Master. But where is it? Right here. See, you guys are coming towards each other, and you both kind of have your swords. There. But yours is drawn. I can't, there you go. Yours is up. His isn't as much. But it's kind of, it feels like somebody meets this person at the door, wherever it is that you meet this person. And they're kind of like, but I got my eye on you. The chess. Wow. Handcuffs. It's chess. I mean, somebody might really like playing chess, but this feels more or less like I need to It almost feels like somebody, I don't know really how to, tell me how to explain it, Spirit, on what it is I'm trying to say. Free will. You have free will. It feels like being adaptable because you've been by yourself. And there's choices here. What this really does feel like is it feels like somebody has been like on their own for a couple years. And now somebody comes in and they're just like, nah, I can do, yeah, it's a tree. Deeply rooted into like the singlehood. Likes their freedom, all of that. But I don't think this person's going to take that away. No, you're going to ride in tandem with them. So it feels like give this person a chance. That's what I want to say. Give this person a chance. But I mean, I get it. It's kind of like you've been peacefully on your own, just vibing yourself. Look at that. And then there's the biker. Oh, you can't see it. Darn it, it's off camera. The biker, which is the loner. Just been on your own. And then the train. And now in comes a new endeavor. No resistance. That's my point. That's my whole point. What I'm saying is that when this shows up, it's kind of like you might want to resist it. And it's kind of like don't resist. Feels like at least hear this person out. At least kind of give this a chance. Source. This was given to you. Look at something from a higher perspective, the bigger picture. Which, I don't know. Fine print. It's kind of like, no, I want to know what this is though. I totally get it. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I feel like I'm rambling now. This is what you've wanted. This is the reciprocation you have asked for. You've got the 9 of Cups. You could have even prayed for this. This could have been something that you prayed for a long time ago and you forgot all about it. And now it shows up. And I think when it does, you're kind of like 9 of Pentacles. Because you got into that energy of you didn't need anything. And it's kind of like when you go to manifest something, you learned how to do the manifestation. As far as, when you're manifesting, you put the energy out that you already own it, you already have it, and you're content, and then it comes to you. Instead of that resistance. Even here, though, she's praying. Her hands are together. And however that is that you do that. This Emperor. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. You might end up in a long term. Wow. With the Ace of Cups. You have the 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. And I just seen the Emperor. Well, I don't know the Emperor went. But this is what you wanted. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. And moving past the hurt. You did the work. Okay, so, and then I'm seeing the Empress here. So this is basically someone who went, in order to become the Empress, you go through all of the queens. You've managed all of them to get into that Empress energy. Is what it feels like. And you might be guarded. Because it's like, I've already been through all of that. I'm not doing it again. But it feels like this person shows up for you and you can ride in tandem with this person. And it just feels, it does feel like somebody's a little, because I know my energy is kind of all over the place. Feels like I went through a whirlwind. So I don't know, this might take you by surprise or a shock, but whatever it is basically the soulmate knocks. Or now you got to start the contract with your soulmate. Whatever soulmate contract you have with this person. Okay. And then I'll do the last one I'll do is right before we come back, and then we will be done. Okay. Okay, that was entirely a lot of cards trying to get to the bottom of that. All right, right before we come back, Spirit, what do we need to know? We need to know right before we come back.